Richard, the subtitle of your book is 16 and a half psychological biases that influence what we buy. The 16 and a half number is rather unusual for a book subtitle. I'm guessing there's some psychology behind that.
Absolutely. I thought if I'm going to write a book about behavioral science, I should at least apply some of the principles to the book itself. So I was drawing there on the work of a brilliant psychologist called Schindler, who's at Rutgers University. He does a super simple study, recruits a group of people, shows them two versions of an ad. So both ads are for a deodorant, same picture, same description, but one ad claims that it reduces perspiration by 50%, so a very round number. The other half of people see an ad that says it reduces perspiration by 47 or 53%. So one group see 50%, one group see 47 or 53%. He then questions both groups as to the believability and accuracy of the claim. And he finds that the group that saw the precise number rate the accuracy at plus 10%, the credibility, believability at plus 5%. So his argument is people begin to notice over time that communicators who don't know what they're talking about, speaking generalities, those who are certain of themselves and are making claims from knowledge, they tend to talk in precise numbers. Now, if you think about your own situation, you can see this acting out. If someone says to you, how old's your brother? You say 62, 49, 53. You give an exact number. If someone says, how old's the lady who lives 5 doors down from you on your street? You might say, okay, she's in her 50s, she's in her 60s. Now, if we know what we're talking about, we tend to talk precisely. If we don't, we talk in generalities. And over time, people begin to fuse those two things together. So I applied it into the subtitle of the book. But if you're a marketer, you can easily apply this. Loads of marketers currently go out and talk about their popularity in very suspiciously rounded numbers, or they talk about the amount of time it takes to fill in a survey, of 5 or 10 minutes or 2 minutes. They pluck very round numbers out. The argument here would be much more precise. You haven't got 10 million customers, you've got 10.3 million. It's not going to take 5 minutes. It's going to take 4.5. The more precise you are, the more believable and accurate you'll be perceived.
That works for prices as well. There's research on that shows that people found prices to be more accurate and believable when they were precise. So this isn't a $500 television, it's a $497 television or a $503 television.
Yes.
So there's a lot of, I see some marketers using this quite a bit. If you look at typical social proof claims for, say, newsletters, sometimes see, we have 25,000 subscribers. Or you might see we have 23,507 subscribers, which again, it's a slightly more believable number. And
yeah.
So always good advice. Be precise. It makes a lot of sense.
I think especially on your point about price. So there was a University of Florida study. I'm probably going to muck up the pronunciation. So apologies to the academics of, I think it was Janisevsky and you who did, the study I think you're referring to. And this was slightly abstract in that it was asking people what they might do. There's an amazing study that's come out from Uber, or at least Uber have commented on data that their behavioral science team have run. So they've shown that when people are shown a surge price, they are more likely to accept a 2.1x surge price than a 2x surge price. Now, I love that as a finding because it's as robust as you can get in that no one knows they're taking part in these experiments. There's not an opportunity for them to fake their behavior. They're just getting into an Uber without realizing they're in an A/B test. And so it's a really, really strong finding, massive sample size. And then the second great bit about it is it's a really rare finding because you can increase your price from, say, $10 to $10.50. You can increase your price, get better margins, and also increase your conversion. So that's a lovely point, Roger. I think that's definitely something people should be thinking about testing. If you've got round prices, why not test making them precise and seeing if you can benefit from both greater conversion and higher margin?